Dice games ending with a flash of a blade. It's all in the wrist if you want to get paid. Daddy sold beer at the Black Cat Lounge. He sold a little shine until the man came around. A little boy walking to a place like that, hitting bottle caps with a broomstick bat. Skinny, cause there wasn't much of nothing to eat. Walking through the mud cause there wasn't any street. That was Alabama, down the bay with the whole world looking off the other way. Henry Aaron, he was looking for a reason to dream in 47 when a black man signed with a big league team. Jim Crow smiling while the sun beat down on a sandlot field on the wrong side of town. Took it all in stride, striding to the ball. Turn of the wrist, crack, jog and touch 'em all. Jog and touch 'em all. It's 10 years later, still playing the game. Stands full of people screaming out his name. He won the pennant for the Braves with a 4-base knock the same day that they were rioting in Little Rock. Up in old Milwaukee, he was MVP. Back in Alabama, he was still not free to drink a beer in the white man's lounge, not free to have a meal in Mobile downtown. Young man rising through the hard, hot South, speaking his mind with a bat in his mouth, and holding it aside, striding to the ball. Turn of the wrist, crack, jog and touch 'em all. Jog and touch 'em all. Hank Aaron kept on hitting home runs. It didn't matter the pitcher they put up there against him. Koufax, Drysdale, Marischal, Gibson. He hit them one and hit them all for home runs. The Braves, they moved from Milwaukee down to Atlanta, not far from the Alabama from which he had escaped, and he kept on hitting and he kept on hitting home runs until after a while people started saying, well, he ain't hitting home runs at all so much as he is chasing a pinstriped ghost by the name of Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was something else. He hit 714 home runs in the major leagues, giving him the all-time home run record, the greatest record in all the sports. 714, and they weren't little piddly ones neither. They were mammoth moonshot home runs. He would whack that baseball and just stand there at home plate, watch the ball go over the fence at Yankee Stadium with his big old belly jiggling from the aftershock of the blast. Babe Ruth didn't do performance-enhancing drugs like some of those guys purportedly do these days. Clemens, Bonds, A-Rod, Armstrong, and all he's trying to do is ride a bicycle. I was doing that when I was 6 years old. Babe Ruth did performance-restricting drugs like a lot of y'all are doing tonight. Cheers! Thanks for the wine. But Babe Ruth was loud and wild and funny and white. Hank Aaron was none of that stuff. He just shut up and hit. Shut up and hit home runs. More than 30 of them every single year. Sometimes people would clap when he hit them, but after a while, there were people who would boo. And the closer he got to the Babe's home run record of 714, the greatest record in all the sports, there were people who actually threatened to kill him, to gun him down for being a good home run hitter, being a good baseball player, arguably even a better baseball player than the great Babe Ruth. They didn't gun him down. See, on April 8, 1974, Hank Aaron hit a baseball over the left field wall at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Pitcher was Al Downey of the Dodgers and was caught in the bullpen by a Braves reliever named Tom House. The bullpen was located just beyond the fence. The fact that it was caught by a Braves Braves relief pitcher in the bullpen meant that it had cleared the fence and it was a home run. And it was home run number 715, giving him one more than the Babe's 714, giving him, Henry Aaron, a little kid from down the Bay, Alabama, giving him the all-time home run record, the greatest record in all sports. And he grounded first and second and third. There at home plate with a tag around her neck that said authorized field pass. There was his mama. His mama from down the Bay, Alabama. Man, the stuff she'd seen. And encircling his mama, there were all these journalist types, reporters, shouting questions at Hank's mama, shouting, "How does it feel? How does it feel to be the mother of the all-time home run king?" And she kept shouting back, "I don't know, I don't know, I don't know." Well, one time I was a little kid in a beauty salon in Atlanta, Georgia. I was waiting on my grandmother while she got her hair did up, and there were all these other women in there, and they had these flying saucer-looking things on their heads. 1970s analog hair dryers there. When I was small and I had an imagination and hope back then. And this one lady, they took the flying saucer off of her head. And she come over to where I was, and I had a Braves t-shirt on. And looks like that Yankees t-shirt on, except kind of the opposite. It was a Braves t-shirt. And this lady come over to where I was with that t-shirt on and says, "Who's your favorite player?" And I said, "Hank Aaron." And she said that it was too bad that he had gotten that home run record. And she said that it looked like, didn't look like they were ever going to let us keep anything for ourselves. I was a small child. I did not realize that that lady and I had any part of that home run record. I was confused as to how Henry Aaron had taken it from us. But I can't tell you the lady's name. I never saw any TV shows or movies about her. Never read any stories in the newspaper or magazines about her. Henry Aaron, though, he did pretty good for himself. Pretty good. But I do think that it bothered him. I think it probably shocked him to find that the more truth and beauty he put out there into this world, the more lies and ugliness came right back at him. Maybe that's the way it works sometimes. Maybe that's the way it works a lot of times. Maybe that's the way it works. There's dice games in them with a flash and blade. It's all the rest if you want to get paid. Daddy sold beer, the Black Cat Lounge, sold a little shine until the man came around. A little boy walking through a place like that, hitting bottle caps with a broomstick bat, skinny, 'cause there wasn't much of nothing to eat. Walking through the mud 'cause there wasn't any street. That was Alabama down the bay, whole world looking off the other way. Henry Aaron, he was looking for a reason to dream, and when the dream came true, that's when the world got really mean. He opened up the death threats in the mail 'cause he was taking a hammer to a great white whale. He had no place to hide, striving to the ball, turn of the wrist, crack, jog and touch 'em all. Jog and touch 'em all. Jog and touch 'em all.
Nice.